Hello, students. Very warm welcome to you all. I hope everyone is staying home and safe. I hope everyone is doing the work very sincerely and you are taking care of your parents and yourself and also everyone around you. So, before we start our class, let's start the day with a beautiful message which says that don't burn your opportunities for a temporary comfort. That means whenever you achieve something, even if it's the smallest form, you have to be happy, means happiness should be there, but don't comfort yourself to there only, because success never ends. Success is not the destination, my dear students. Success is the ongoing journey. Whenever you practice more and more, you get lots and lots of achievements in life. So don't stop even if you get the success. So just keep trying and keep learning more and more in your life. That carving should not end. Okay. So hello everyone, this is Gunjan. I welcome you all to my GK classes. Today we are going to discuss another important chapters. These are the judiciary. We will be studying some important things about judiciary, out of this world, and sobriquets of Indian cities. So let's start our class. Okay, the first topic is the judiciary. What does this word means? The judiciary is a system of courts which interpret and apply the law. The role of the courts is to decide cases by determining the relevant facts and the relevant law and applying these relevant facts to the relevant law. The Indian judiciary, if I talk about the Indian judiciary, it administers a common law system in which customs, security, and legislation, they all codify the law of the land. It has in fact inherited the legacy of the legal system established by then colonial powers and the princely state since the mid 19th century, and also they has partly retained the characteristics of practices from the ancient and medieval times. Means Indian judiciary is a mixture of these laws which have been inherited from different, like princely states or from the ancient and medieval times. Formerly it was known as the colonial judiciary. Okay, so if I talk about the controlling authority of this judiciary, are the Supreme Court and the High Court. If I talk about the Supreme Court, now these are changed. These are total 33 plus 1, means total of 34. There are 33 other judges in the Supreme Court and one is the Chief Justice in Supreme Court. So there are total 34. Since this book is not the newest edition, this have been changed recently only, so I'm telling you the updated data. Please don't write 30 plus 1, it's always now 33 plus 1. And also the High Court. High courts are there in for each state. Now High Court, under the High Court, different other working bodies are also there. Under those working body, we have different other working bodies. Suppose under the High Court, we have District and Session Judges Court. In Metropolitan area, we have Metropolitan Magistrate Court, City Civil and Session Court, Presidency Small Cause Court. So, if I talk about the District and Session Judges Court, they are further classified into Subordinate Judge Court, Provincial Small Cause Court, Court of Session, that means the criminal who handles all these cases. If I talk about further about the Subordinate Judges Court, we have Munsif Court, Nyayak Panchayat and Lok Adalat. And if I talk about the Court of Session, we have Subordinate Magistrate Court, Panchayat Adalats, and again under this Subordinate Magistrate Court category, we have Judicial Magistrate and Executive Magistrate. Now, who appoint these judges and these positions? These are appointed by the President of India. The Supreme Court and High Court judges, these are appointed by the President of India, and Governor appoints for the subordinate judiciary. So after studying about this, let's find out some interesting fact about the judiciary. So let's start. First question says we have to take the correct option. Out of these three options, only one is correct. So we have to take the correct answer. First question says, who is the legal advisor to the government of a state in India? Means, who is the legal advisor to the government? The legal advisor works for the government of a state in India. So it is the Advocate General. The Advocate General is the legal advisor to the government. The Advocate General is the legal advisor to the government of a state in India. Next we have is the age of retirement of a judge of a high court. The age of retirement is 62 years. 62 years. The age of a retirement of a judge of high court in India is 62 years. In law, the term neighbor means in law we have the particular meaning for this word neighbor, and it means people who might be affected by your actions. Neighbor in law means people who have been affected by your actions. So the correct answer is A. Next we have is a person has designed a new type of scissors for cutting of clothes. So under which act can he seek protection of his invention? So under which act he can just get the if someone has invented this, then under which act does he seek protection of his invention? So it will be the Patents Act. The Patents Act will provide him the protection of his invention. Next is, who among the following was the first person to be directly appointed as the judge of Supreme Court? So, who among the following? He was the first person who was directly appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court. It is not an easier process if someone has to be appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court. But this was the first person who was appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court directly. He was Mr. Kuldeep Singh. Kuldeep Singh was the first person to be directly appointed as the judge in a Supreme Court. Next we have is, under which law a minor is incapable of entering into contract. So I'll just clear the screen so that you can see. Yes, under which law a minor is incapable of entering into contract? Under the law of Indian Contract Act 1872, a minor is incapable of entering into the contract. It says that the minor is incapable of entering into the contract. Next question we have is, which of the following writs? We have total of 5 writs in our system. So which of the following writs is said to be a guarantor of personal freedom? Means which writ among the following written here is it guarantees the personal freedom? It is quo warranto. It is quo warranto. This writ is said to be a guarantor of personal freedom. Next question is, rule of law means? Rule of law means all persons are equal in the eyes of law. According to the law, everyone is equal. Next we have is, the marriage of a 15-year-old girl with a 45-year-old man is valid, invalid, or voidable at the option of the girl. It is voidable at the option of the girls. Means either it is neither considered as valid, neither considered as invalid. It is considered as the voidable at the option of the girl. If a girl wants to marry, then she can. Next is, who was the first woman judge to be appointed as the Supreme Court of India? So first Indian woman judge of a Supreme Court is Justice Srimati Fatima Bibi. Srimati Fatima Bibi ji was the first woman judge to be appointed to the Supreme Court of India. Now moving ahead for our next chapter that we are going to discuss is Out of This World. These are some of the facts of the cities and countries about the world from everywhere corner of the world. So we will be discussing these facts. Now students, I'll just request everyone that you should not just copy the answer. Please listen to the first 5, then write the answers yourself using the help of this help box. Help box is given in your book, so you can just take the help of this, but please do not just directly copy the answers. It is my personal request. So let's start without wasting any time. The very first question says, the longest river in the world. Which is the longest river in the world? Nile. Its origin is in Egypt. So Nile is the longest river in the world. Can you tell me which is the longest river in the India? It is the river Ganga. Next we have is the longest highway in the world. Longest highway in the world is Trans-Canada. Longest highway I'll just correct and write again. Longest river is Nile and the longest highway is Trans-Canada. I hope this is clear to you. Next is the highest mountain in the world. I guess everyone knows this. The highest mountain in the world is, of course, the Mount Everest. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Next is the biggest desert in the world. The biggest desert in the world is Sahara Desert. And if I talk about India, it is Thar Desert. If I talk about India, it is Thar Desert, and if I am talking about the world, then it is Sahara Desert. Can you tell me the location of Sahara Desert? Where is Sahara Desert located in the world? If yes, please write the answers to me in the comment section. Next we have is the largest coffee growing country in the world. So the largest coffee growing country is Brazil. Brazil is the largest coffee growing country in the world. Next we have is the country which is also known as the country of copper. So this country of copper is Chile. The country of copper, which is known as by the name of the country of copper, it is Chile. Next we have is the river Volga flows out into this river, it flows out into the which sea? It flows out into the Caspian Sea. The river Volga, it flows out into the Caspian Sea. The coldest place on the earth. The coldest place on the earth is Work Yo Engs. Work Yo Engs in Siberia. Verkhyonsk in Siberia. Next we have is, I'll just clear the screen. Next we have is the river Jordan flows out into now we are talking about the river Jordan. So it flows out into the, okay students, you have to write the answers on the given line. I'm just writing it here so as to make it very clear. The river Jordan flows out into the coastal areas of Dead Sea. Into the coastal area of Dead Sea. Into the coastal area of the Dead Sea. The river Jordan, it flows out into the coastal area of the Dead Sea. Next is the biggest delta in the world. The biggest delta in the world is the Ganges Delta. Ganges. It is Ganges Delta. Next we have is the world's oldest known city. The world's oldest known city is Damascus. The world's oldest known city is Damascus. Damascus. Next is the biggest island in the world. Which is the biggest island in the world? It's Greenland. Greenland is the biggest island in the world. Next we have is the country which is the largest producer of rubber. Who is the largest producer of the rubber in the world? It's Malaysia. Malaysia is the largest producer of rubber in the world. Moving ahead, we have is the country which is the largest producer of tin. Earlier we were talking about rubber, now we are talking about tin. So the largest producer of tin in the world is China. Next we have is the country is called as the land of rising sun. I hope everyone must be knowing this answer. It's Japan. And if I talk about the land of rising sun in India, it's Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh is also called as the land of rising sun in India. But if I'm talking about the world, it is Japan. Next is Mount Everest was named after. Means Mount Everest was named after whom? It is Sir. This is R. Sir George Everest. Sir George Everest is the person after whom Mount Everest is named. Next we have is the volcano. The volcano Vesuvius is located. It is located where? It is located in Italy. Next we have is this country is known as the sugar bowl of the world. It's Cuba. And if I talk about India, it's Uttar Pradesh. Sugar bowl of the world is Cuba and sugar bowl of India is Uttar Pradesh. Next we have is the lowest point on the earth. The lowest point on the earth is Dead Sea. Dead Sea. Next we have is the largest ocean of the world. The largest ocean of the world is Pacific Ocean. See students, these facts you must be studying about in your subjects like SST, social science, social studies, whatever you call them, in your science also somewhere. So these are not just important from the point of the GK book, but these are also important for your memory and like for your knowledge. So these are certain things which you must know, because see, this is the static part. They will never change. The question and answer will always remain same, and it will definitely going to help you in your competitive exams. Moving ahead for our next question we have is the largest bell in the world. I'll just clear the screen. The largest bell in the world is SAR. It's not Tsar, it's SAR. Kolkal at Kremlin, which is in Moscow. So this is Tsar Kolkal at Kremlin, which is in Moscow. I hope this is clear to you. Now next we have is the biggest stadium in the world. The biggest stadium in the world is Strohov, STRA. I'll just write the R properly. STRAHEV. This is the HAV. Strohov Stadium, and it is in Prague. Strohov Stadium, which is in Prague. I'll again repeat, it's Strahav, Strohov Stadium, which is in Prague. Next we have is the world's largest diamond producing country. Now which country produces the largest diamond? So this is South Africa. South Africa is the country. South Africa is the largest diamond producing country. Next we have is the first industrial revolution took place in. The first industrial revolution took place in where they are asking the place. It took place in England. Next we have is World Environment Day. I hope everyone must be knowing because we have celebrated even in the lockdown in our school. It is celebrated every year on 5th of June. The UNO was formed in this year. UNO was formed in the year of 1945. Basically, it was formed on the 24th of October 1945. If you want to know the exact date. Next is the Independence Day of India is celebrated on. I guess I'm not going to write this answer. You can easily write. This country is known as the land of white elephant. The country which is known as the land of white elephant, it's Thailand. Thailand is known as the land of white elephants. Next is this country is known as the land of morning calm. So it's Korea. Korea is known as the land of morning calm. Next is we have the land of thunderbolts. The land of thunderbolts, Bhutan is known as the land of thunderbolts. The highest waterfalls in the world. If I'm talking about the highest waterfall in the world, it's Salto Angel Falls. Can you tell me which is the highest waterfalls in India? If yes, please write the answer to me in the comment section. I'll just fix it up. Yes. Next is nickname of the New York City. Means the nickname of this New York City is Big Apple. This is the nickname of the New York City, Big Apple. Next we have is the largest living animal in the world. So the largest living animal, it's blue whale. Next we have is the tallest bird in the world. It's ostrich. Next is the longest mountain chain in the world. It's Andes. Andes is the longest mountain chain in the world. It's Andes. Now let's quickly discuss our next chapter, which is sobriquets of Indian cities. Basically, what is the meaning of sobriquets? These are some of the names which have been given to the as the name of the Indian cities. So I hope everyone must be knowing these answers. So let's start without any delay. Okay, first question is all season state. All season state is the sobriquet of the Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh is known as the all season state. Next is Blue Mountain. Blue Mountain, it's Nilgiri. Nilgiri in India is known as the Blue Mountain. Nilgiri. Next we have is City of Palaces. City of Palaces, Udaipur. You have to write on the line. I'm just writing it. Udaipur is known as the City of Palaces. City of Golden Temple. I know everyone must be knowing if I don't share the answer. It's Amritsar. Amritsar is known as the City of Golden Temple. Next is Garden City of India. Which city is known as the Garden City of India? It's Bangalore. Bangalore is known by the various names. Bangalore has different names, like Silicon Valley of India. It's the Electronic City of India. Also, it is known as the Garden City of India. Next is Gateway of India. Gateway of India is Mumbai. Mumbai is known as the Gateway of India. Next we have is Granary of India. Granary of India is known as the Punjab. Pearl of the Orient. Pearl of the Orient is Goa. Next is Pink City. I know everyone must be knowing, it's Jaipur. Next is Lake City. It's Kashmir. Kashmir is known as the Lake City of India. Next is Switzerland of India. Switzerland of India is Himachal Pradesh. Can you tell me, we have just the first question which we have started on this page was related to Himachal Pradesh only. It was all season state. All season, Himachal Pradesh is also known as by the all season state, and also it is also called as the Switzerland of India. Next we have is the Sorrow of Bengal. It is the river Damodar is known as the Sorrow of Bengal. Sorrow of Bengal. Next we have is Sugar Bowl of India. I guess I have told it to you in the last chapter also. It's Uttar Pradesh. Sugar Bowl of the world is Cuba, and Sugar Bowl of India, it's Uttar Pradesh. Next is Tea Garden of India. No doubts, it's Assam. We have so many famous tea gardens in the Assam. Next is High Tech City. Again, it's Bangalore. I have already told you that Bangalore is known by the different name. Bangalore is also known as the Silicon Valley of India, Electronic City of India, and also it is known as the High Tech City. Next is City of Orange. City of Orange is Nagpur. Nagpur is known by the name of the City of Orange. Next is House of Clouds. I hope everyone remember this. The clouds, it's Meghalaya. In Hindi, these clouds are known as Megh. So, the city is Meghalaya. The state is Meghalaya, and Meghalaya is known by the name of the House of Clouds. Next is City of Padilla. City of Padilla. So, the answer is City of Padilla. It is Jaipur. Jaipur is known by this name also, and Jaipur is also the Pink City of India. Next is Hollywood of India. It's Calcutta. Calcutta is known as the Hollywood of India. Next is Pearly East. Pearly East is Hyderabad. Hyderabad is known by the name of Pearly East. So students, this was all. That's all for today. Stay home, stay safe, keep learning. Thank you all for listening. God bless you all. Thank you.